Although TV is full of survival shows, Yukon Men stood out for its straight-ahead honesty. No phony feuds, no made-for-camera theatrics. When the series ended, many viewers wondered if its stars would trade Tanana's hard winters for city comforts. Did they? Here's a clear look at what the cast have been doing. Work, family, research, racing, and a lot of good, old-fashioned subsistence living. A cornerstone of the series, Stan Zare was born in Massachusetts in 1950 and headed north in the 1970s. From a cabin on the Tazitna River, he moved to Tanana in 1973 and never really left. Trapper, dog musher, fisherman, he's logged 40-plus years of hands-on experience, much of it learned early on from local Athabascan elders. Stan appeared on Yukon Men from the premiere on 24th of August 2012 through the final season in 2016. The one-hour format let him show winter survival skills without pretense. Off camera, he stayed busy. He and his wife Kathleen raised 4 kids, Joey, Kate, Ariella, and Monica, while keeping a subsistence lifestyle humming. Ariella is in Fairbanks. Monica is in Rhode Island. Joey and Kate remain the most public-facing. Kathleen is still a fixture of village life, even in 2025. In September 2024, they marked their 29th wedding anniversary. The text notes they married in 1955. Stan often shares family life on social media. Steady, enduring, unshowy. He also wrote a book with Tim Atwell, Carry On, Stan Zare's journey from Boston greaser to Alaskan homesteader, 2017, in print and audio. And he's long run the Rapids Research Center, contributing critical data on Yukon River salmon. A major effort, the Salmon in Stream Incubation Program, looked at the drop in Chinook size and numbers and investigated disease pressures, sharing findings with biologists and fishery managers. When COVID-19 isolated Tanana in 2020, Stan temporarily stepped in as a mechanic/equipment operator to cover for an ailing friend, keeping roads and machines working through winter. Big news landed on 29th of December, 2022. Governor Mike Dunleavy appointed Stan to the Board of Fisheries, BOF, a 7-member panel that sets policy for subsistence, commercial, sport, and personal use fisheries statewide. The appointment, first posted by fisheries writer Wesley Loy on the Deck Boss blog and sometimes described as quiet, filled a vacancy created when a prior appointee from Wasilla resigned. Stan's term was set through July 1, 2025, pending legislative confirmation. As closures tightened on king Chinook salmon in August 2023, Stan's family retired their long-running fish wheel, a device that, for 24 hours a day and 4 months each year, supported a video-based counting study and replaced older harmful methods. Stan believes it may have caught and released more fish than any wheel on the river. A 6-year documentary effort, The Stan Project, premiered in 2023, charting his path from Boston Street life to off-grid Alaska and highlighting how he mentors rural youth. In 2025, he's still in Tanana, cheering son Joe's third-place finish in the Yukon 800 boat race, researching, writing, and helping the community. James Roberts supplied lumber long before thousands of trees were cut for a new road, wiping out both standing timber and profit. He adapted, buying a portable sawmill and selling boards locals need for cabins and repairs. He runs a dog kennel, has tried unsuccessfully to buy dogs from Pat Moore more than once, and focuses on raising teens who can be self-sufficient. From episode 1, James was Tanana's go-to firewood man, filling an urgent order for 10 cords, about 36 square m, to heat the water plant. A practical musher, crediting his father, he keeps fit running dogs, fishes to feed the kennel, and worries that dog mushing fades as snow machines, trucks, and boats take over. He cooks well too, some talent, some culinary classes. After 2016, he kept right on, milling timber, running dogs, and teaching his boys to work with what's on hand. Joey Zure, Stan's only son, grew up in Tanana and is at ease anywhere in Alaska's interior. He's learned, sometimes the hard way, that listening to experience matters. Fans remember the leaky boat scare during spring breakup. Stan asked Seth Fairbanks to retrieve Joey. He did, safely. Joey hunts, especially bears. traps, and runs sled dogs. He often appears in his dad's YouTube and Facebook videos, a day on the trap line, firewood cut, and similar slices of subsistence life. He married Samantha on 26th of July 2019 beside the Yukon River. Their daughter Renee Ann Zure arrived in April 2022, and they're expecting a son by December 2025. In 2018, Sam and Joey added winter trapping for income. Summers he races riverboats. He competes in the Yukon 800 with Sam, Clyde, and Kyler. In 2024, they upgraded the race boat and fundraised early. Stan notes Joey still keeps 5 sled dogs. Photos and clips back that up. The family's mushing legacy continues. Sister Kate Zure entered her first sprint in early 2025 with a 4-dog team. In his early 30s, Joey remains near Tanana, supporting his family with hunting, trapping, mushing, and river racing. Despite shifting wildlife patterns and salmon bans in parts of the Yukon River, he adapts, training dogs, harvesting fur, and keeping culture alive. Though not a central cast member, Lance Mackey connected the show to Alaska's elite mushing tradition. Born 2nd of June 1917 in Anchorage, he descended from a mushing family and became one of the sport's most accomplished racers. 4 straight Iditarod wins, 2007-2010, and 4 Yukon Quest titles. He's the only musher to win both in the same year, in 2007 and 2008. His appearances on Yukon Men underlined how crucial sled dogs are to interior survival. Later years were hard: cancer, personal loss, raising kids while running a kennel. He passed on 7th of September 2022 at 52. To many viewers, he embodied resilience and reminded everyone why mushing still matters. Charles Charlie Wright, trapper, mechanic, hunter, and water plant operator on the show, is as active as ever in Tanana. Born 2nd of September 1968 in Fairbanks, he knows this country deeply. Since Yukon Men, Charlie has grown into leadership and conservation. In March 2024, he was re-elected Secretary-Treasurer of the Tanana Chiefs Conference Executive Board of Directors, serving through 2027. He's also a commissioner with the Yukon River Inter-Tribal Fish Commission, advocating for salmon protection and warning about lost fish camps and cultural disconnection for youth. When he's not in meetings, he's hunting, trapping, and helping neighbors, respected, steady, grounded. He and wife Cheryl have 4 children: Robert Bob Wright, Samantha Zure, married to Joey, Geneva Wright, and Tanisha Wright. Social posts show a close family. In March 2024, he celebrated Geneva's birthday with a photo of her holding her infant. Grandfather pride in full view. As of 2025, Charlie balances leadership, culture, and family with ease. Robert Bob Wright, Charlie's son, trapped alongside Joey Zure on the show. Today he splits time between modern work and traditional living. He's with Doyon Drilling Incorporated, an Alaska native oil field company, rotating between job sites and home in Tanana. When he's back, he traps, hunts, helps with the family fish wheel, and joins community events. He's also raced in the Yukon 800, navigating for his longtime friend and brother-in-law, Joey. Bob proves you can hold a wage job and still honor your father's skills and values. The elder musher of Tanana, Pat, continues to run the family kennel with Courtney. He's weathered serious loss. After 44 years together, his wife Lorraine passed away. He's faced heart issues and now wears glasses for vision concerns. In February 2024, he shared that he'd contracted COVID-19, noting how quickly it spread in town. By June 2025, Pat reflected on big changes: fewer fish camps, waning interest in subsistence reports. He even disconnected his landline. But he still tends a large summer garden, mentors young mushers, and keeps the old ways practical and present. When salmon runs dropped, feeding dogs got tougher. He and Courtney hustled to source kennels meat. He's also flourished in music. In 2023, Pat and the Backstreet Social Club played live at the Nolia Memorial Boat Race Party in Tanana. In 2024, they performed in Fairbanks. In June 2025, they returned to the Malamute Saloon in Esther, reinvention, resilience, and a touch of rock and roll. Matriarch Lorraine was the family's steady core. During the show, she faced a life-threatening brain aneurysm and arthritis, requiring constant support. Later, dementia advanced. She moved to assisted living in Anchorage. Reports indicate she passed after 44 years with Pat. Her strength and the family she kept together remain part of Tanana's story. Agnes Courtney, daughter of Pat and Lorraine, still lives near Tanana with husband Archie and daughters Cuppy and Carrie. As of 2025, she's a public speaker, artist, hunter, and community motivator. Her own words say it best: mama, wife, fisherwoman, dog musher, huntress, Athabascan Indian, motivational speaker, bona fide squirrel trapper, and four-leaf clover stalker. She shares village life with humor and pride. She sews and beads traditional floral designs, often for family rather than sales, supports youth, and celebrates milestones. In March 2025, she posted a sled ride across the Tanana River, driving Cuppy's dog team, proof she's passing mushing to the next generation. She's also teaching her girls to trap, showing that neither snow nor gender sets limits. Nations Jordan, Courtney's cousin, returned to Tanana after years away and embraced village life. He married April Foulier at the town's Episcopal Church. He runs his own trap line, Mushes, and joins seasonal hunts. He credits elders for helping him transition back. Several reports suggest he and April are now raising a young family in Tanana. Before we close, a quick note on Mike Rowe, whose narration and later commentary shaped how many viewers think about work. Born March 1962 to a working-class family, he studied communications at Towson University, trained at the Opera Institute in Washington, D.C., and even performed with the Baltimore Opera. He paid dues doing commercials and small voiceover gigs before landing at QVC, where his dry humor made late-night shopping oddly compelling. His voice led to The Most, History Channel, and Deadliest Catch Discovery. But stepping in front of the camera with dirty jobs changed everything. No script, no polish, just real work beside real people. A one-off farm segment, castrating lambs with a sheep farmer named Gene, proved audiences would embrace raw, unfiltered labor if treated with respect and humor. Executive producer Mary Sullivan helped shape that authenticity. Rowe later sparked national debate by arguing that America undervalues skilled trades, funds them poorly, and steers everyone toward college, leaving a skills gap. His Mike Rowe Works Foundation funds trade scholarships. During COVID-19, he argued that shutdowns devastated small businesses and working families, earning both praise and criticism. Love him or not, his point never really changed. Dignity lives in any job done well. Today, he hosts The Way I Heard It, continues narration on shows like How the Universe Works, stays private in Belvedere, California, and often highlights his mother Peggy Rowe's witty writing online.